If you're taking estrogen for brain fog and menopause symptoms, but you still feel like you're thinking through molasses, there's a hormone your doctor probably never mentioned or tested for, and it's the missing link to why so many women struggle with memory, focus, and even Alzheimer's risk after 50, which increases 3 or 4 times. I'm Dr. Manon Fielding. I'm 71. I'm a holistic physician, and I spent 30 years helping women like yourself reclaim their health. But when I hit perimenopause, I had brain fog so severe, I couldn't remember the names of patients I treated for years. I had panic attacks, depression, and my doctor said, "It's just menopause and aging. Here's an antidepressant." But I refused to accept that. And what I discovered changed everything, not just for me, but for hundreds of women I've worked with since. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things. First, why replacing estrogen and progesterone often isn't enough to clear brain fog, even though your levels look normal on paper, right? Second, the hormone that skyrockets during menopause that nobody is talking about, and how it's directly linked to memory problems and Alzheimer's plaques in your brain. And thirdly, what you can do today to naturally lower this hormone through lifestyle. Because here's the thing, there is no pill that fixes this, but your body absolutely can. So let's dive in. When I was in the thick of my own brain fog, I did what I'd done my whole career. I did some research, and I kept asking myself this one question: why would our Creator design our bodies to need pharmaceutical estrogen for the rest of our lives after a certain age? It just didn't make any sense to me. Women have been going through menopause for thousands of years, forever, right? Our grandmothers didn't all have dementia. So, what has changed and what was I missing? That's when I found the research on luteinizing hormone, LH, I'll call it. And it was like someone turned the lights on. Here's what happens during menopause when your estrogen and progesterone levels drop. Your brain sends out an SOS signal. It releases luteinizing hormone, the LH, trying to tell your ovaries to make more hormones. But here's the problem: your ovaries can't respond anymore, right? So your LH levels don't just go up a little bit, they skyrocket. And we're talking 3 to 4 times higher than they were in your reproductive years. Now, most doctors will tell you, well, that's normal for menopause. And technically, it is common, but normal doesn't mean you have to accept it or that it has to be that way. Because research by Dr. Weber and others have shown that high LH levels affect receptors in your brain that are crucial for memory, focus, and mood. Even more concerning, LH significantly increases the formation of the amyloid plaques in your brain that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Okay, see the connection? In fact, scientists are now calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because of how blood sugar and hormones, including this LH, damage brain function over time. So when women go on bioidentical hormone replacement and still feel foggy, this is often the reason. The estrogen absolutely helps, but if your LH is still elevated, you're still getting that inflammatory signal bombarding your own brain. So here's what makes this really frustrating, but hopeful at the same time. There is no pharmaceutical pill that lowers LH. Your doctor can prescribe it away, but your lifestyle actually can. So let me give you a strategy that you can try starting tonight. And I want you to pay attention to how your brain and body feels tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, eat a high protein, healthy fat dinner with plenty of vegetables, but keep your carbs under 90 grams for the day. No bread, pasta, rice, or sweets. Sorry, but those are causing the problem. So stop eating by 8 or 9 p.m. Don't eat anything again until 8 or 9 the next day, or even later if you can. This is a gentle form of intermittent fasting. So tomorrow morning, skip any carb-heavy breakfast. Have things like eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie, something that stabilizes blood sugar. Research shows that keeping your carbohydrates under 90 grams a day for 7 days can reduce LH levels by 15 to 20%. That's a rapid and measurable shift that you'll feel in your body. And why does this work? Because LH is directly affected by insulin and blood sugar balance. So when you stabilize your blood sugar, you send a signal to your brain that everything is A-OK. You're not in crisis mode, and your LH starts to come down. Now, this is just one piece of the puzzle. So we know that LH is affected by the blood sugar balance. It's also affected by your stress levels and cortisol, by your sleep quality, by your gut health, and by nutrients in your body that may be deficient and are needed to make hormones like vitamin D, for instance. So this is why women who really commit to their lifestyle, who address these root causes instead of just masking up symptoms, end up often not needing estrogen at all. Their bodies start producing a balanced hormone again. It really does work. So your brain does not decline only because of age. It declines when it stops receiving the right input. So if this is resonating with you and you realize that maybe your brain fog has deeper causes than you thought, I created a free guide, Ageless Mind: How to Rewire Your Brain, Body, and Hormones. And this guide will walk you through all the root causes, including this LH connection, and give you specific science-backed tools and solutions for each one. The link is right below this video. When did your brain fog start? Was it sudden or gradual? Are you on HRT and still struggling? Tell me in the comments, because I read every single one, and your story could actually help another woman realize that she's not alone. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.